The time has arrived. Welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, where last time we wrapped up our little investigation of what we could find out about Chihiro. And now, it's time to face the red door. Let's get a move on.
Ahem! So is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yeah, Toko's not here.
And Toko is...
Oh my god, my voice! Jesus! You really don't remember?
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him. What kind of strength is in this bear? Good Jesus! I don't need to say that line for her.
I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible. You! So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get the show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. I don't even want to talk to anyone, because my eyes are very forward, because I want to figure out who done did this. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. Great. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop.
What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Good. You're ready to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get the show on the road.
thrills.
Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Let's do this. I'm gonna prep with whatever I can. Save right darn here. Alright, I'm just gonna skip through this part because I find this part boring. Alright, that's all I can do. I only have like 3 freaking skills anyway, and the only one I got that was new was, if I can find it, not that one. Not that one. This one. Allows you to reload 2 bullets at once, effective during the bullet time battle. That's all I got that was new. I suck at free time. Let's just go. And now it starts.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
We all die.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Which was pretty sure the dumbbell. First we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Alright. It has to be the dumbbell. Yeah, easy, given.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Okay. I'm not gonna click anything yet.
The Monokuma file. The killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
I forgot the controls.
Eventually.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
There we go. The show is on the road, officially. I forgot the controls. I'm so sorry.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime?
I mean, it was there, covered in blood. I don't think it's anything else.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
Ditto.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
I mean, it's a mystery, Aoi. We got to. I'm sorry.
That's so creepy!
Same, I don't even have words.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Alright, I'm hoping you're wrong, but go ahead.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Alright, we're gonna start with Genocide Jack. This is gonna be some interesting stuff. Genocide Jack? The fiendish serial killer? Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-South debates. Would you like to hear more? I don't have a choice. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the A button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down this white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. Which I am on kind. I don't remember what my setting was, it was normal. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, let's see if I can... I already had a struggle in the first time, so this is gonna be fun. Genocide Jack case file.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Screw you, freaking.
There's just no proof for it.
There you go. Get rid of that freaking thing. Because there is proof.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
With the bastard we know as Byakuya. Just a little detail to add.
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
Agreed, as much as I don't want to, because that's going to cause more questions. Just know that it's there.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
I wonder what that is.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
You're just not worth my time.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Thank you.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know? If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body. How the victim was positioned, because all of them were suspended in a way.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Yep.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
That is actually a really good question.
There's only one logical answer I can think of.
Unless you're Genocide Jack.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way.
I mean, it makes sense.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
For once, I'm gonna be on his side again. That's actually a lie, I've been on his side quite a lot now. You fool.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
We're gonna get there, because I know where he's going.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
I know why as well.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Because you don't know everything. You weren't there. At least in this situation. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's just not one person, but multiple people, right? Because Toko has split person personality. Nope. She has more than one personality. God dang. Okay. Is it S? It is. C? No. It's not C, is it? Yeah, it is. Schizophrenic. There we go. I couldn't think of it for the life of me for some reason.
Now I understand.
Because Toko is schizophrenic.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
There it is. I'm just too dumb to think of it.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality has to do with her behavior. Well, her behavior changed. That was a gimme.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine. Well, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted.
The world has a front and a back, a top and a bottom. You see a truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Don't worry, it's gonna happen to anyone regardless.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
Got her.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Scared of turning into Genocide Jack.
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
Meanwhile, Celeste is utterly shocked.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
Oh, some juice. Give me the juice!
She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
And there it is.
And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
You got used.
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
That confirms it.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
I can.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Man, Byakuya, you're a jerk.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
You were tricked. I don't know any other kind way to say it, but you, ma'am, were tricked.
That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it. But
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
It still doesn't add up fully though, because there's still other evidence that Toko is not connected to. Because how can she get into the boys' dorm? We haven't established that at all.
I hate you.
Yes!
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Yep. Bring him out. Bring her out. Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. And that is, we're going to leave it there for now. Oh my god. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all of that jibba jabba, my kings and my queens. And I will see you soon. Oofa. I mean, I saw this coming. But now, I'm excited to see who Genocide Jack is. Obviously Toko, but you know what I mean.
You're fine, so fine. But the question is, what will it take to make you mine? Where have you been for all this time? I question myself, how come this beautiful thing ain't mine?